Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Of course, it's Friday the 13th, right? All the madness. Of course, Armageddon would take place on Friday the 13th. Oh, I kid. I jest. Of course, it's not Armageddon. Humanity has been here for thousands of years, and we will continue to be here for thousands of years. It just feels like madness right now, yeah? I my hair is driving me crazy. I got it in French braid. Oh, anyway, I feel like I can see on my little swirl. You know that you're live with me. If you are using your mobile device, it says my connection is unstable. I don't know what that means. Hopefully, we're okay. If you were following me on a mobile device, you can turn your settings off from mobile and you'll see the chat window. And then you can just comment and say that you're here. I'm really glad that you're here. I can see some people are watching. I hope that you've had a chance to share this because things are chaotic right now. Hey, I shared in my post this morning that I woke up and could already feel that anxiety that is hanging around in the air right now. I could feel it last night when I went to bed. And I had a really interrupted sleep. For the pandemic has nothing to do with that. But my sleep was also interrupted because, as you might be too, I'm really sensitive and aware to all of the energies that are around me. And so my sleep was really interrupted by panic. Listen, will you guys do me a favor? I need somebody to comment on this live stream. I wonder if you can see the chat if I just type something, say something. The reason I'm asking you to type something is because I got that weird message about my internet connection being unstable. And I'm also checking to see that you could hear me. So if you could comment in some way, oh, Amanda, you're here. Thank you. Hello, sister. I'm glad you can hear me. Thank you for commenting so I know that my sound is working. So what I was saying was that I went to bed with this little bit of panic, and then I woke up this morning in the same state, right? Canada's prime minister was in self-isolation when I went to bed. And when I woke up this morning, his wife was confirmed to have COVID-19. He is still in self-isolation. Borders are closing down. I woke up this morning and I had a message that was particularly close to my heart saying that Ireland has now closed its borders. Some of you may know that my husband and I had been planning to take a trip to Ireland in April to celebrate our 20th wedding anniversary. Of course, we canceled that earlier this week, or shelved it anyway to the fall. And then I saw that they had closed their borders. Like, the world is starting to roll up its sidewalks. My sister posted a meme a little while ago of somebody saying, sorry, the earth is closed today. That's kind of what it feels like. And I woke up thinking about the fact that there are all of these people who live in my house, right? There are 8 people in my family. And do we have enough food if we wind up on lockdown for 2 weeks? And so I was thinking about that and making some lists. And then, okay, Michelle, got myself ready. I was going to go out to the grocery stores. And I shared this in the post. I came downstairs dressed in this long sleeve black t-shirt and my holy jeans, which I'm wearing now. And this thought literally went through my head. My thought said, so this is what I wear to the Armageddon. And I was like, oh man, Michelle. The thing is that I know, hello, Kristen. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. I know, and you hear me talk about all the time about how your thoughts create and affect your reality. And so if I have that thought playing so loudly in my unconscious so that I can actually hear it, what on earth am I creating? And the answer to that question is that I wasn't actually creating that. I was responding to what's been created. Yes. Can anybody relate to that? You yourself feel pretty confident in what stores you have in your home. You feel pretty confident in your health. You feel pretty confident in your community. And yet this is going on around you. We are responding to what has been created. I've been chatting with another friend of mine, Truly, earlier today, and I was saying to her that in this state of chaos, I didn't really know what I wanted to anchor. And she agreed, said, I don't know either. And A large part of you is craving the isolation, Kristen. Well, good news. I think you're about to get it. I would agree. Like we can all use a timeout from what's going on in our lives. So what I was saying to Truly this morning was that I didn't know what I wanted to anchor because I wasn't really clear on what I was feeling. And she really felt that as well. After that conversation that I got thinking about some of the tools that I give you to use all the time, thinking about the tools that I use for myself. And I heard me coaching me in my head. Do you ever do that? I do this all the time. And I have clients who tell me, Michelle, I hear you in my head all the time. I'm always asking myself, what would Michelle say? But you know what? I'm doing the same thing. So I heard in my head the quote that I post probably the most often, and that is, everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, then it's not the end. And so when I heard that in my head, I was like, oh, right. Okay. Yes. It's going to be okay. And then my job became being okay. Do you get what I mean? Consciously choosing to be okay. And that doesn't mean that I have everything figured out. It doesn't mean that I feel comfortable. It doesn't mean anything other than I'm consciously choosing to be okay. And so, how do you do that? Well, this is where you want to bring in your mindfulness tools, right? So, what is happening right now around me? Well, you can see nothing. My altar, painting behind me, I have this empty room. The only noise in here is what's coming from me and from my little space heater. In this room, all is calm and peaceful. I have my sage over there. I have my lavender. I have my frankincense. I have my crystals. I have water. I have a tissue. I have you. What's wrong with that picture? Nothing at all. I have fabrics that I like to touch. I have chairs that are comfortable. I have blankets, one that my grandmother crocheted for me before she passed away. I can touch things that remind me that it's okay. There's no sense in here other than the lavender, the sage, the frankincense, and those smells are really calming to me and remind me that I'm okay. Amanda, I see that you got your drum. That's right. Like we go to our tools. We bring ourselves into the present that we are actually in. I'm not in a grocery store lineup, thankfully. I am not in a room with anyone who is coughing or sneezing. And I'm not even talking about the people in my life. Do you get that? It's just about where I am at. And when I sink into that and I hear that Brenda McIntyre song in my head, be here now, be here now. When I sink into being here now, I know I'm okay. It's not just that I'm choosing it, it's that I know it. Sadhguru said, to feel fear, you need to imagine things that are not happening. To feel okay, you need do nothing. So true, right? Because when I got up this morning and I was making that list, and when I was saying to Truly, I don't know how I want to feel, I was thinking about, okay, but if they close down the borders, if my parents choose to make their trip anyway, if there's no food, if I run out of toilet paper, which by the way, I haven't, and I won't, and neither will you. if, it's a story. It's a story that we are telling ourselves. This is why, again, I bring you back to your mindfulness practices. What is currently happening directly where you are? And it's easy to see, right, I'm okay. Right, I'm okay. Listen, I promised you an energetic clearing, and we're going to do that. I just wanted to have a little chat with you before I got to that. Thank you for indulging me. Context is helpful, though, because what you're going to realize is that the energy you are putting out into the world is creating something for the entire Gestalт. What I'm not sure that you even know what that word is. I'm sorry, I did not mean to use that. Gestalт speaks to the whole species of humanity. We are one, right? You've heard of the law of one. The Gestalт is that oneness. So when we are sending out panic, pandemonium, craziness, worry, fear, the whole body experiences that. But if we sit here and we choose to anchor calm, if we choose to connect to the peacefulness of the environment that surrounds us right now at this moment, not the thoughts, not the where it could go, not the what I'm going to do when, right here, right now, what's going on? We anchor that for the entire Gestalт as well. I'm not saying that those of us here on this live stream who go through this clearing are going to magically zap away all the fear. I mean, that would certainly be ideal. I would love it if that could happen. And I'm open to that miracle. But what I'm saying for sure is that as you affect your own vibration, so too are the vibrations of the people closest to you affected. So while we are here doing our clearing, the people around us, how many of you out there in the audience are home with your children? My children are here, and how many of them are holding some nervous tension around this? And always your children look to the adults to see what's going on. So if you as an adult become centered in your safeness and your calmness, your children will feel safe and calm. That's a real life, quick to see example of how your vibration affects the vibration of those nearest and dearest around you. Okay, let's do this clearing, shall we? I'm going to turn on my Bluetooth speaker here. It's on my phone, so I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you because I'm not. I'm just getting everything set up for this clearing. I'm going to put on a little bit of music, and we're going to wind up doing, usually my energy medicine work looks a lot like Reiki, so we're going to start with that, but I'm going to bring in a bunch of other tools too. And for you, it's going to feel a lot like a meditation. Okay, so I'm going to invite you to sit up. Yes, I say sit. I know a lot of teachers in North America invite you to lie down, but that's not the way the tradition works. We meditate in a seated position because you want your chakra body to be in alignment and facing directly up towards the heavens, which is where your connection comes from. So I'm going to ask you to sit up. Okay, you can do that. Sit up and be comfortable in your skin as best as you can. My speaker is not working. I feel like technology is also experiencing the pandemonium. So I want you to sit up, and I want you to have your feet flat on the floor, okay? You might want to take a moment to have a drink of water. And because you're going to be still, you might be a little bit cold. I don't know what's up with my speaker, guys. Well, maybe I'll just play it from my phone then. It won't be quite the same, but that's all right. We'll get music all the same. Have a little drink of water, and maybe you want to put a blanket over your knees because you're going to be sitting still for a while and you may get cold. I'm not saying you will, but you might. Okay, so I just want you to be as comfortable as you can be. And we're going to do this clearing for as long as it takes. I'm going to take us through the major 7 chakras of our chakra body, and we're going to start clearing. Now, so you know, because people like to predict things, I don't know if you can hear this. I'm going to face it this way here on my laptop deck. If somebody wants to comment and let me know you can hear the music, that would be great. We're going to move through your major 7 chakras, clearing out whatever we find there. Okay? And like I'm starting to say, we will begin at the heart chakra. So now, sitting comfortably, your feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Again, bringing your hands into your lap, your palms facing upwards, your back straight. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to imagine as you exhale that your tension leaves your body. Keep breathing in and out, creating a space within yourself to tune into your present. Imagine yourself in a hallway now. See you walking down a hallway. The corridor is long and very dimly lit. It's not quite dark, but it's dim. Your feet follow along the floor, going along the pathway laid out by this corridor. And you can see the source of light just ahead. It's kind of dim, but you notice the difference now when you make your way a little bit more urgently towards that light. As you get closer, you notice that it seems to be light coming through the outline of a closed door. You can tell there's a door there because the light is shining through the cracks where the door meets the door jamb. You become a little excited at the prospect of what's behind this door, and so your pace quickens ever so slightly. You reach the door now, turning the knob and pulling that door towards you, and the light washes over you. You feel warm and excited, and you step through that doorway, and you are in the most spectacular room that you have ever seen. Shades of gold and warm sunshine, yellow lights all around you. And somehow, some way, you feel as though you're floating a little bit, feeling safe and secure. Here in this space, I connect with your heart chakra. You feel the warmth beginning in your chest. It's clear to me here that this is where there's so much fear for you. And this is not so much fear for you. And it's interesting because what you feel here is that you yourself, you survive everything. This will be no different. I love that confidence that's deep here in your heart. You worry about the people around you, about your neighbors. You worry about your community, how they'll recover. You worry about the insanity that's going on social media, and I can see that some of you are the healers and helpers here, and you worry about your own ability to anchor the energy you want to be casting forth. Here, as we collect up all these worries, Imagine you putting all of those things, the things I've mentioned and the things that I haven't, into a big wicker basket. See that basket at your feet? Oh, yes. Empty out your heart chakra into this basket now. And now I want you to take a deep breath in. Deep, deep down. Breathe all the way into your toes. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And now exhale, pushing all of that air out. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done. And now I want you to prepare to breathe in. And as you get ready for this deep, deep breath, I want you to see the darkest emerald green, the freshest blade of spring's grass, the green that is your heart chakra's longing. See it in your mind's eye now. And breathe in deeply. Yes, pull it in. Oh, you feel that green moving throughout your body. And while you are still in the place you are in, this somehow feels wet, dewy, fulfilling, deeply reassuring. Beautiful. All right, and now we move into your solar plexus chakra. Here in this space. You know, this is the biggest chakra on your body. It takes up the space between your solar plexus and your belly button. It's about the size of a dinner plate. It's really sizable. And what's interesting here is that I feel you've gone so internal that this chakra has shrunk right down to the size of your fist. And you're feeling that. You're feeling yourself a little bit unstable as a result because you pulled yourself out of balance. Well, let me correct that language and say that you have been pulled out of balance. I think that's better. I want to be clear, this is not about blame. This is not about fault. This is not about responsibility. As we were saying in the beginning of this work here today, we are reacting. And this is the result of that reaction. Now I want you to see this little spot in your body that's usually huge. I want you to see it as a flower. It's not yet opened. Maybe a tulip, maybe it's a peony, maybe it's a dandelion. Whatever you see here, see a flower that is not yet opened. It's just ripe, teeming with promise. There you go. And now we're going to prepare to take a breath in. And this time, when you breathe open, I want you to see the flower beginning to open. For some of you, this is going to happen slowly and gently. For others of you, it's going to be an immediate bloom. For others of you, it's going to be somewhere in the middle. You can't get this wrong. Don't you love them? Okay, are you ready? All right, and take your deep breath in now. And watch that transformation as you bring that breath right into your toes. Oh, oh, you feel that shudder. Oh, yes, okay. And now we're going to do that again. Finish your exhalation and then breathe right into this bloom again. Oh, somebody has switched this now. Not a flower anymore, but to more of a balloon. But with each inhalation in, the balloon gets fuller and fuller. Whatever visualization works for you, that's gorgeous. Just hang on to it. See yourself filling up that space. You're doing it this way, that you are seeing you fill this up, because your solar plexus is the seat of self-confidence. This is also the seat of anxiety, and we tend to feel more anxious and insecure if we do not feel confident. So here I am having you build it up, and you are doing it so well. Building your confidence in yourself, sure, but your confidence in the truth of that quote I shared at the beginning of all of this. The truth that everything will be okay in the end. And if this is not okay, then all that means is that it's not the end. As my friend Amanda likes to say, it's just information. You have done such a good job of filling up this space, and as a result, I feel you stretching your torso out more now. Do you feel that too? Okay, this time we take a deep breath in. We're going to draw in that beautiful golden light that you are surrounded by in this magical room. Are you ready? Take a deep breath in now. Bring that gold all the way down into your toes, all the way, filling you up. Oh, another shudder. Feel that sense of calm that has descended now as you filled you up, confidently opening to the truth of your moments. Oh, so well done. So well done. And now we go a little bit further in the energy body into the sacral chakra. This chakra is between your hips, deep in your pelvis. I call this the cradle of life. The cradle of life because, of course, in women, this is where the reproductive system is. But more importantly, because your sacral chakra is where you create from. Your thoughts, your artistic endeavors, your projects. Create right here. And I think you can feel how inflamed this is for so many of you. Because we are creating from fear right now. It's important that we let this go, because fear energetically weakens the immune system. There's lots of things you can do to boost your immune system, including being mindful of what you're eating, drinking lots of water, getting vitamin C, taking the appropriate medications for your body, and creating from a place of love boosts all of this. Here you begin to smooth down these jagged edges of the sacral chakra that are exhausted from creating out of fear. Oh, I feel you relaxing right into my hands. Oh, you're so ready to let this go. All right, so this time, as you breathe in, I want you to Bring that breath into your body and imagine that it's collecting up all those fearful spots. That's it. Kind of like a vacuum. It's sucking them out. You're seeking it out. Okay, another inhalation. And now we are going to exhale all that you found. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Push it out. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Feel that ease erupting inside of you now, yes? You feel that? Or maybe you just feel the void of fear. Isn't it nice to feel all that space? Savor this moment. Savor it so that you remember how to come back here when you are ready and need to. All right, and now that we've cleared this space out, let's support it. Let's fill it up with that beautiful Arun orange. That is the shade of orange that we only see at sunrise and sunset. Conjure that color up in your mind. Yes, there you go. There you go. And bring it into your body now. Inhale it in. Oh, feel that shiver. All the hairs stand up. Oh, here you claim your wisdom. Yes, wisdom is what happens when logic and experience come together. You are very logical about all of this, and you are very aware of what you have experienced. And now you apply the two, and magically it transmutes into wisdom. Yes, you claim that wisdom here. Oh, so wonderful. All right, and now we climb all the way back up to your throat chakra. I feel your neck stretching out. Oh, kind of like you're thirsting for water. It's not water you want, it's peace and relief. Yes, I can feel that exhaustion from the conversation, the exhaustion from saying things and feeling like no one is listening, the exhaustion from knowing you have not been heard, and your fear about what happens when you are not heard. Give it all to me now. All those little pieces. That's it. That's it. Oh. Allow your tears to flow. I feel some of you having a really emotional response. Let it out, hon. Let it out. Let it go. That's why you're here. This is safe. You are secure. This is the time. Yes. Oh, yes. So powerfully done. I feel some of that emotion subsiding for you now. It's okay, let the last of it flow. Yes, you're right, there may be more emotion later. And if it happens later, you know what to do. You will simply allow it to pass through. You are alert now. You are alert and consciously choosing your well-being. In your mind's eye now, I want you to see very light pale blue. Interestingly, this pale blue is very intense. It's a color you can't help but feel. You can't turn away from it. And we bring this color now into your throat. And as this chakra is filled with this light, you feel the muscles in your necks relax. The neck muscles relax as the supports are installed from this light, like a tower that is extraordinary. And you feel your alignment almost complete now. You feel a ball of white light moving from the throat chakra all the way down the center of your body to your sacral and coming back up again. You can feel that we are almost in alignment. Oh, you enjoy that feeling that there's almost a flavor with this ball moving. And now to continue on this alignment process, go just a little bit higher into your third eye. Here's the seat of all that is possible. And the eye is very heavily lidded right now, meaning all that you can see is what's down. The potential is not downward. Fear is what's downward. Nervousness is what's downward. Potential is up. Oh, there you go. We've opened that eye. Oh, and it rolls upward. You see the light. You see the light, and you reach out and you hold it. Oh, and as you connect with that light, you feel hope beginning to trickle down into you. Yes, there it is. Let it flow forward now. Yes. Let it flow forward. Oh, the hope is filling up your line of sight now. And that hope is wrapped up with that white ball of light. And now it passes all the way down your energy body, all the way down to your sacral chakra. Comes back up again to be cleansed of anything that is not hope. Here we go. We bring that out now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Deep breath in. Are you ready? And exhale. Oh. Now here, your third eye in a beautiful indigo blue. You feel connected with all the stars, with all the potential, with all the hope and love. Your forehead maybe a little bit tingly. And now we sink all the way back down to your root. Here we are at your root chakra. Here we are. And some of you might have seen what I posted earlier today about the root. This is the chakra that is our most basic of needs. This is where our connection to our families and our communities, our friends, our sense of belonging lives here in your root chakra. Your sense of abundance or scarcity live here in your root chakra. Your sense of safety or your sense of despair live here in the root chakra. We call it the root Because much like a tree, those roots spread far across the surface of the earth and deep into the core layers of the earth, connecting you with the well springs of life. Oh, connecting you with your communities. And as you prepare for isolation, you may have drawn these back in a little, which is not the natural state for this chakra. It's not the natural state for this chakra. So here, as we breathe in, I want you to imagine that your root system is going across the surface of your life and attaching you to your communities, to your people, to the Geishalt, to the oneness we are. Feel you spreading out. And now, with your next inhalation, I want you to see that you are pushing your root system deeper into the core of the earth, connecting you with the water table and the resources that keep you strong and vital and vibrant. As you push down here, you know deeply you are partnered with the entire universe. Yes. Yes, you are partnered with the entire universe. And now you feel the throbbing of this chakra that's beating in alignment with the pulse of life. Here you feel abundant, connected, safe, secure, wanted, needed, partnered with the entire universe. Yes, let that smile creep across your face. Oh, this knowingness brings you such peace. And now we climb up again, all the way, way, way up to your crown chakra. This is your connection to the divine, to the oneness we are, to your concepts of creator and higher powers. This is where your belief lies. This is where your faith is. Your faith in you as an individual, in humanity as a species, in life itself. Bring in this ball of light, a beautiful big white ball. It comes in through the top of your head at the crown chakra, and it moves through your third eye, through your throat, coming into your heart now, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. And this ball bounces all the way back up through the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. You breathe deeply, feeling at one with the universe, feeling at peace with yourself, feeling in love with life, full of understanding and compassion, full of strength and vulnerability and courage. You feel so whole. sealing up your fields now, locking all of this juicy goodness inside so that your perfected vibration will affect and perfect the vibrations of the people around you. You take a deep breath in now, and you feel yourself getting ready to return. You bow to the space that we have been in, offering deepest gratitude for this moment that we have shared in together. And you make your way back to the door, and you push it outwards into the hallway and close it shut behind you. Feelings of joy following you as you walk back down that corridor, your feet on the floor. You feel yourself here, ready and present, moving your fingers and your toes, coming back to this time and space, opening your eyes and returning to the present. Hello, my friends. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here in this experience with me. It's been really wonderful. And of course, this is a live YouTube video, so it's going to be available for you and for everyone forever. So please do feel free to share this widely with your networks. Feel free to come back and watch it as many times as you need to. Kristen, I'm so glad you feel a million times better. It's my honor. Thank you. Share this. Allow us all to feel this. Reconnect with this as the madness of the moments continue. And let the love shine forth from you. It's in you to give. I love you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And I'll catch up with you one day soon.